Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. As leaders, we are all concerned about getting results from our employees, but there are two paths that is available for us to take. One is the path of measurement consequences. This is where we impose KPIs. This is where we impose quota and numbers in order to drive for results. Measurement consequences do drive people to achieve results, but the greater question to ask is this: is there engagement between the leader and the follower? Now, for engagement to happen, you need to go another path. That is the path of exercising moral courage, which will lead to more sustainable results. And in addition to engagement, you get loyalty as well. So what's moral courage? Are we all familiar with pushing numbers to drive for results? But not many may have given thought as why leaders need to demonstrate moral courage. Incentives and rewards do help to increase the level of satisfaction and engagement in an employee, but they come to a certain threshold where higher value added questions are then asked. At this point in an employee's growth, questions about significance, questions about satisfaction, purpose and values start to come in, and not necessarily increasing it by the next dollar will bring you an equivalent return. In fact, according to economist Richard Easterlin, who came up with the Easterlin paradox, he says that beyond a certain threshold, rising incomes don't bring happiness. So while measurements and KPIs here may make a lot of sense to bring about happiness, but beyond a certain threshold, an employee's level of engagement and satisfaction depends on other factors and not just purely by the bottom line. And that has a lot to do with the leader's expression of moral courage. What is the definition of moral courage here? Simply put, it means this way. In this stage of the employee's growth, the boss needs to stand up for the employee's rights. You need to be able to provide him with the basic needs and necessity he requires to do a good job. But beyond this, you need to be standing up not for the rights, not for your employee's rights as related to his job description. You need to stand up for him as a person. You need to view him as more than just a dot in the organization chart. You need to exercise courage to view him as a person in his or her own unique rights and not just as an employee. What does it mean to start viewing him as a person? Number one, very simply, he has feelings, and number two, she also have aspirations. Now, it takes a lot of moral courage from your side to be able to stand up for your employees' feeling and aspirations and not just to be caught in the measurement game. It takes a lot of courage for you to come out of your measurement comfort zone and look at your employee with a different set of glasses. Don't be too quick to shove down facts and numbers on your employees. You first need to be able to acknowledge their feelings. Now, what does it mean to be acknowledging their feelings before you shove down the facts? Many times our feelings is a function of the environment that we work in. So instead of being too bottom line focused, do take time to have a conversation with your employee and ask them about their work environment. Don't just talk about the ends, talk about the means that they are going through in order to meet the end. Sometimes the means itself can be quite stressful. The environment in terms of work procedures, the environment in terms of the people they need to talk to, the environment in terms of the tools that they may have or may not have. So the more you deal with so-called environmental issues in the organization, then you're going to create the good vibes that is necessary to bring about a level of satisfaction that will in turn then energize them to meet the numbers that you require. And isn't this what you want at the end of the day? But you need to go through the route of feelings and in caring for the work environment that they are in. Everybody has aspirations. The only thing is that whether if the aspirations is spoken or not. Either your employee let you know his aspirations or he doesn't let you know it. But it is always there. When was the last time you sat down to have a look at your employee's job description? Now, this same job description that he has since the day that he was hired in may not be reflective of the work that he does right now. You know, he has grown and he has aspirations to grow, but the job description may not have been growing together with him. I would like to propose that you move from JD to OD. Now, what's OD? OD is not organizational development here. OD here is opportunity descriptions. Have you ever had a chance to sit down and find out from your employee what sort of growth opportunities he or she would like? Because no one really likes to be stuck in the same job in years to come. Well, some managers are afraid that, well, if I provide opportunities for my employee to grow, they might grow so fast that they would eventually leave me. Well, that may happen, but I'm a strong believer that what goes round comes around, because the one positive person that you build may later on return to you as a supplier, as a customer, or even as a very helpful colleague next time. So you never really lose by investing in people. It brings back rich dividends. So these are the two principles involved in demonstrating moral courage. Now, moral courage is not being about going there and fighting the war outside. Moral courage, it has a lot to do with fighting the battle within. The battle to come out of your comfort zone and be aware that your employees have feelings and they have aspirations. The thing is, we must exercise moral courage to step out from playing the numbers game and just pushing down bottom line figures to them without realizing that, hey, we need to be aware of their work environment they're in, and we need to be speaking to them about future opportunities. Now, when you do this, your numbers will be met with a lot of energy, but you, as the manager and the leader, need to take that moral courage and create this safe environment. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Thanks for watching.